right, we're out on the road in the M4 competition. Let's launch this.
Brake and boost. Let's see how quick this goes.
Holy!
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Okay, that it is fast. I'll put her right into manual shifting. Okay, that is a lot of power. Wow, our first full M.
What?
And it is quite impressive. All right, Jesse, what do we got under the hood here?
We got a 3-liter twin turbo. We got the S58.
Love it. 523 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. Sent to an 8-speed ZF automatic to all 4 wheels.
Love this ZF 8 speed.
3, 2, and she has so much torque. Okay, the ridiculous thing is,
wow,
how this thing builds torque above certain speeds.
And that's what the S58 is known for, right? It's that high revving. Oh.
Like, yeah, like we know, like we had the M440, which is, a lot of things were really good about that car. But yeah, eventually kind of ran out of steam. Where that started to run out of steam, this just gets going.
Well, that's what it is, right? The B58 gives you a little bit more low-end torque, whereas
Right.
this really just keeps going and going and
I find
going.
that's enough torque though.
Oh, it's enough torque, but really this shines above like 80 to 100 kilometers an hour.
Okay, but the M4 Competition, what does it give you over the regular M4? It's like 10,000 Canadian more. It's not a big upgrade, right?
Really, you're getting more horsepower. You're getting a few badges. You're getting some stitching on your seatbelts.
Stitches, yeah, okay, that's nice, but it's not really like, it's mostly you can kind of, if you get an M3, you can tune it out, right?
You can tune it out, yeah.
The big thing is really, if you're comparing it, is that it's only all-wheel drive, so only extra, there's no rear-wheel drive anymore, and it's auto only. There's no manual option, like the M3, which is manual rear-wheel drive. So those are the biggest option changes. However, this does have, thanks to all the modes we have here and all the changes we can do, if I press my M2 button twice, I deactivate DSC and deactivate our front wheel drive acceleration thing. Not sure where I was going with that.
It gives us 2-wheel drive.
It's rear-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna hit some corners here. See how it handles with
Maybe
a little
this
bit
gives
more.
us the best of both worlds.
Yeah, we also have drift analyzers and all that fun stuff. We ain't gonna use that today, but let's see. All right, manual shifting, rear-wheel drive. Got a bit of slip. Love it. Yes, I can just steer the car with my right foot. That is just lovely. And honestly, what I'm immediately feeling is my front end just wakes up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'll be honest, if I were to get this car, I would always go base manual, but even non-manual, I would like a rear-wheel drive option. I admit it is more daily drivable, and is without a doubt, this is way faster all-wheel drive.
So this gives you the best of both worlds, but you're getting an extra 400 pounds, right?
True, but I never get rid of my front end weight. So if I'm in all-wheel drive mode, actually this car is fairly easy to overdrive into a corner and induce understeer. Not in a bad way, this is a very easy to control car in terms of like, you can immediately correct it, get that understeer out, but it is unlike a car that is more rear-wheel drive, or even if you just put this rear-wheel drive, where you just get that, you maybe over-ass the front end a little bit, but you can just shove your ass around by just giving it enough throttle. But I at all times carry the additional weight of the front of the all-wheel drive system, and that does, even in rear-wheel drive mode, become noticeable, mostly due to the fact that my steering is kind of dead. It is a very precise steering. If I'm like I can control this car excessively well, but it doesn't ever really give me too much feedback. Something that the Z4, for example, was significantly better at. Now, it was still modern BMW steering. It is not a Porsche.
Right.
But this is noticeably worse off because we have, I'm assuming, because we have that front end weight and the front axle just has to do more work. However, I really, really appreciate the fact that we can switch it into rear-wheel drive.
It's pretty cool.
And hoon around, or just, change the driving dynamics, because it noticeably becomes a very different car to drive. So yeah, that's really cool. Speaking of handling, suspension.
Really good. So For a daily driver, zero issues. I've heard people complain.
Oh yeah.
What are you complaining about?
We
It's
drove
actually
this both in Sport Plus all the time, right?
no problem.
Yeah, harsher suspension all the
in
time.
the city with all the shitty roads.
Oh yeah, in Toronto, like we have potholes everywhere, and this thing just eats. It's still like this is right now. There's a lot of little bumps. It's still very comfortable.
With that said, it would be nice to have a harsher, a more stiff setting.
I feel like like it's just. Don't get me wrong. This is still, and we're going to show this in a second. It is stupidly capable. This thing takes corners like crazy. But if I once again do my little wiggles, what you will notice, even in Sport Plus, I am kind of limited by the suspension. There is a bit of body roll that I'm waiting on to settle before I can really turn this car into corners. That is me just being ridiculously demanding of a modern vehicle. And 99.9% of normal people will be like, this is totally fine. This is great. They strike a great balance for a daily what this
great.
Realistically is. I just wish if we could have one more notch on one more notch on that suspension, that would be amazing. You know what's also amazing? It's putting a lot of brake dust on our wonderful aluminum wheels.
That's BMW though. That's just.
And these brakes, not the carbon ceramic brakes that are a $10,000 option. These brakes are pretty good. Let's demonstrate.
Oh boy. And my seats roll forward. As you can see, I gotta manually put them back now.
Yeah, and our windows would have rolled up if we didn't already roll them up for audio.
But speaking of brakes though, they are a bit touchy, like in daily driving.
Yeah, and we're actually in, let me control this here, in the comfort brakes. So if I'm gonna switch this over to sport brakes.
Oh god, I never even tried the sport brakes.
Honestly, I didn't because they're already way too touchy. So let's see. Okay, let me try to come to a, let's treat that sign as a stop sign. You guys cannot, well actually you can see it on the camera.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm searching. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard
Nope, comfort brakes it is.
It's really hard to find that point. And like, yeah.
And forward to sport.
It's great.
Can I say how freaking fast this transmission is too?
It's that ZF 8-speed, man.
It's
no joke.
Great. And I love what they did here because usually transmissions kind of controlled through like an infotainment drive-through setup. Drive-through setup. You go to McDonald's, right? No, through a setup here, and it's not. It is controlled by your knob. You essentially have 3 different levels of it that you can change at any time.
And it really wakes up the car.
It makes a big difference. Even if you're in manual shifting, it makes a difference how aggressive you have it. And that means that if I am driving manually, or if I'm driving in auto, sorry, and I want to drive aggressive, I don't need to change my drive mode. I don't need to do anything. I can stay in my M1 mode.
It's nice.
And just drive fast. And then if I want to chill, I'll just put this down and it'll downshift into a higher, and it'll upshift into higher gears.
I find you get less burbles and all that stuff. But
exactly. It's just a little more chill. And I appreciate that it's so accessible. But we're not here to be accessible and easy. We are here to enjoy an M4.
Speaking of burbles,
yeah,
I think we need to talk about how nice this thing sounds.
Oh yeah, let me be obnoxious.
Like, we had the M440, and obviously it's not an M car, but we complained about how muted and just, it just wasn't special.
No, it was too refined. It was just trying to be the, I am a comfortable German daily driver. This is rowdy, fun, it has character.
And you can make it quiet, just press the button and you're,
there you go.
Basically have almost, still sound, but very little, and then
but it's not obnoxious, and then if you want to be obnoxious,
yeah, which we always do, of course.
Also turbo noises.
Yeah. Oh man.
And the HUD, perfect timing on the shifters, on the shift lights, perfect. Exactly as they start flashing, I hit the pedal, I hit a top of gear. Wonderful.
Another segue. Like, what's with these plastic paddle shifters? Come on.
Why do $150 Logitech gaming wheels for PCs have better paddle shifters than
$130,000 sports cars?
Yeah, that shouldn't be. But what a Logitech gaming wheel can do is take this corner at this speed.
Oh yeah. Yep. Wow. Oh.
Yeah. There's no doubt that this thing is stupidly capable. And we've had some really fast cars, but this is upper echelon in terms of all the capability.
Like we said earlier, I think this one pulls harder at higher speeds than almost any car we've had.
Yeah, it just builds speed so fast up top. Like where other cars start running out of steam, this thing just, like I said, it just starts to get going. And that is absolutely crazy. We got one more corner to go here before we segue just zen.
This is the one I call the bump.
We get the bumps. Let's see what the suspension does.
Oh.
There we go, thank you. Oh yeah, baby! It's an
my
M4! Competition! Power bumps doesn't freaking matter.
Oh, wow.
It's lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely.
On my butthole.
And with that, you want to step behind the wheel?
Let's go.
Yeah. What I didn't mention so far is what we also have available in this M4 Competition is a 10-step traction control, which is actually really cool. So you can set it from off to 10, which is full. And especially in rear-wheel drive mode, it really does make a big difference. If you want to launch the car, if you want to go at like slow speed corners and throttle out, you can really fine-tune just exactly how much wheel slip you get. We set it to 5 earlier and did a brake boost, and we had just the perfect amount of wheel slip. Just a little like chirp, 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 chirp to get to be fast, but yeah.
It'd be good if you want to track it too, right? You can dial it in.
Exactly, like how much spin do you want to have? So yeah, love having that. And speaking of engine, while it is burbling and sounding off.
Got too many guys ahead of me though.
Yeah, there is an issue I have with this drivetrain in terms of daily driving, and that is fuel consumption and our gas tank.
It's a mix of it's not good on fuel and it has a tiny gas tank.
Yeah, this is worse on fuel than like a Mustang GT, which has a 5-liter V8, and I would say we drove both of them equally. And while the Mustang would sit at about 14.5, this is sitting at 18.5 liters per 100 kilometers. And we have a tiny gas tank. On our first tank, we got like 270 kilometers out of it.
It's not enough.
Like, yes, in the city, and we had fun. You can probably hypermile this to 450 on the highway, but even that's not a lot of range, okay? And there's distances out in North America where you probably want to have a bit more range. But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to get the rest of the experience, if I'm being entirely honest with you, because this is quite lovely. Oh yeah, it's fast, it's quick.
I can't have fun here with these under the speed limit people.
I'm surprised it's a biker that goes under the speed limit. Usually these guys go like 200 here. Anyhow, top down.
Yeah.
Experience, love it. First of all, this top can go up at like city speeds still. You don't have to go like under 10. Like we did it in the 40 to 50 kilometer an hour range.
And it's fast.
It's fast, it goes up, down, lovely, perfect if you wanna, you might be driving somewhere where it could start raining, but you still wanna have the top down, you don't risk it because you can actually just put it up very, very quickly. Which leaves us with this interior.
Honestly, overall, minus first of all, I wouldn't spec this color, but
I love the color, but yeah, you can, like long term, this is gonna cause issues with discoloration.
Yeah, really nice.
It is genuinely a great interior. This is the upgraded full merino leather, and it is very nice. First of all, the leather is very supple, beautiful. We got this kind of brush trim.
I feel like this could have been a cool in carbon fiber.
So you can actually spec it in other trims.
Yeah.
So that is, but you can do this in carbon fiber.
Right.
What I really appreciate is, for example, by our knees, the knee pads are really plush, soft leather. So that's comfortable. All of the controls are nice. Heated, ventilated seats. We got the neck warmer, which is clutch. I use it in like 30-degree weather. It is still nice because having your neck warm is super comfortable. And it's genuinely an extremely nice interior.
Got this nice semi-flat bottom M steering wheel here.
Love the screen. iDrive 8.5, which
really
is
nice.
A very nice infotainment. It's not 9, which is gauge cluster. It's very customizable. Big head-up display. And actually, rear seat space is not that bad.
It could be a lot worse. We had, I was back there for a ride. We had multiple people in the car. Like I was in the back seat. We had other friends in the back seat. No one really complained.
Yeah, and it was comfortable. The only thing you really sacrifice is trunk.
Oh,
because
horrible.
there's like a big box in there where the convertible roof goes in. So you technically have over 10 cubic feet of space, but you can't fit me in there. You can't fit a normal carry-on.
That's a deal breaker. If Eric can't go in the trunk, it's a deal breaker.
Yeah, like that means it's really small. Like check baggage. If you go to the airport,
done.
You cannot fit this in there. Like that is a big compromise. Oh, but this is way nicer than a CLE will be or something like that. This is genuinely an amazing interior.
It is.
Exterior-wise,
controversial?
Yes. Just like the grille on the BMW, I think the grille is growing on you a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's growing on me a little bit. I think the headlights are beautiful. I think the hood, the lines on the hood are beautiful.
A lot of good. I just prefer the previous generation. Oh, this is exhausting to talk when you're getting pushed in your seat like that. I prefer the F82, I think it was headlights, grille that was just a little smaller. And I think there's some funkiness with the rear 3/4 panel.
Yes, it's a bit bulky and looking...
It makes our rear wheel actually look smaller, despite it being an inch bigger. We have 20s in the back, 19s in the front. But the spec, first, Laguna green
beautiful
with
color.
the aluminum kind of chromish wheels, which yes, they collect all the brake dust, but it's a beautiful color. We got the aluminum colored roof. Very, very nice. So, wrapped all that up. Oh, and it's autonomous, self-driving, hands-free, under 60 kilometers an hour on the highway, which is really nice, including lane changes. Works really well in traffic jams. Love that. So, full package price, $130,000 Canadian, $111,000 US.
Now, take off the color, that's what, like 125?
Color is $5,000, yeah.
So that's 125.
Interior is $5,000, but I want the full merino, sorry.
You want carbon buckets, like another $5,000 or so?
Oh yeah, one of the M Sport compound brakes, $10,000. Well, you can spec it around. Let's say you can do it from 120 to 140.
Yeah.
A lot of money, but honestly,
it's pretty damn good.
It's pretty damn good. Yeah, I kind of see it. No, this is not a it's not like a value, but it's not a terrible deal either.
And add to that the S58 and the ZF8 Speed have very high reputations for reliability.
That is true. Resale will be good, especially this being a competition. It is extremely comfortable, extremely fast, extremely capable. You get lots of compliments. It is fun. It is character. Woo!
It has that.
The only thing you don't have is a big trunk. But you have a top-down experience.
If you don't need the convertible, I mean, the M3 Competition's pretty freaking awesome too.
I'd save a bit of money, M3 manual rear-wheel drive, but that's because I'm purist on that stuff. But this is freaking amazing. Yeah, I love this. I love this.
I did too.
Good job, BMW. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I want more of this.
So do I. I want the M3 Comp.
M3 Comp, M8. Oh, it doesn't exist really anymore.
M8.
Before it's gone, M8. I want all the M's. And if you want all the M's, make sure to like and subscribe. And that is the 2025 BMW M4 Competition. Thank you for watching this video on JC Cars. Pure testosterone! Oh! What the f is this piece of shit?
If you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe. Should I just drive into a tree now, or?
And we'll see you next Friday at 8:15 a.m. Eastern for a whole lot more fun. Bye-bye.